Video captures it.
Turn your speaker off.
Live, we're good. Is your Audacity rolling? Yep. Oh. Alright, okay.
Alright guys, welcome to, are we live? Hoping we get audio here. I'm going to try and scroll through the comments on my phone. Alright guys, welcome. Alright, 8 watching. Are we live?
If you're on my channel, which is, also streaming right now, go to Collins for a better picture, because right now I kind of have a ghetto setup.
Are we live?
If you're on my channel, which is, also streaming right now, go to Collins for a better picture. Viewed from the other right now I kind of have a ghetto setup. Yeah, from yours? No, from your streaming screen, so it's not delayed. What do you think? No? Maybe? Oh god, get ready for it to... No, from your...
Hey, we got some people on Ryan Ace tutorial. Hello, I'm early. Good morning from...
Hey, wait, you can't pull it up on your phone?
Turn the music off? Is the music off? Hey, we got some people on Ryan Ace tutorial. Hello.
Oh, no, do you have the music set for your beginning?
No, but it should be good now, I think. Wait, guys, am I good?
Oh, mine looks like a potato.
Yours. Yes, but it should be good now. Oh, gosh. Wait, guys, am I good? Oh, gosh. Alright, are we good there? Music off.
Is it off? We're good?
Wait. Yee. Alright.
Okay, cool.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the 16:9 live stream. I probably didn't say that until Mike. Welcome to the first episode of the 16:9 live stream / podcast thing we're going to be doing. Here with my friend Max Putnam.
It's a little rough right now. We just set everything up. We have a ghetto party table set up with our snowballs attached to our webcams. Hopefully we will upgrade soon and just kind of slowly but surely clean things up in the vlog.
Yeah, that's like our goal is to make this a thing that happens every single Tuesday. I don't know how. We have our laptop set across. Should I bring my laptop just right here and just do face cam closer?
I don't know if that will... I mean, first of all, we gotta move everything. You can try it. Let's go for it.
All right, guys. Bear with us. We're going to answer some questions in a little bit. Can you pull that cord? Oh, dang.
Oh, my foot. Alright, here's the plug.
Oh man, that's actually really wide. Oh, that's beautiful.
Always plug. Alright.
Alright, sorry guys. We are working through technical difficulties here. It is the beginning of this, the very early stages. Are you ready with your setup?
Oh my.
I think we're still good to go, right?
Yeah.
Can you guys comment? Are we 12 watching?
Should they hit us with questions so far, or yet, or should
What's up, Nate? What's up? Yup, from Chemo.
Is this good?
Is that good? Those little lights?
These things are on fire. All right. Shout out to the...
Hey, what's up? Gosh, people are flooding in. This is awesome. So we just wanted to do this live stream, at least the...
Alright. Can you
where's...
see me? Oh, you can.
Yep. This actually works so much better.
I don't like this. Here, go to the OBS real quick. I can't see what's going on.
OBS.
The stream and service.
Alright, guys, we're noobs. Don't worry, we're noobs.
Alright, now we can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, but I can't see the comments.
Oh, good point.
Man, we're noobs.
I have no views. All right.
And we get 2 dislikes for being nubs, I guess.
Yep.
All right, so I think we're going to start off as more people come in and as more people probably leave. We're going to start off kind of talking about, how we met and how we kind of got started in filmmaking. And then if you guys have any questions, is the quality good? If you guys have any questions, that's lit. If you guys have any questions, just comment. I'm going to be trying to look at that section. But first, we're going to kind of talk about how we met, how we got our start. Someone changed 2 dislikes to 1 dislike. They switched back. Anyway, so Max and I, that's a nice angle. Max and I met in high school, and that's kind of where we started a filmmaking journey in a program called CAPS. It was this thing where
the Center for Advanced Professional Studies.
Yeah, basically.
To be specific.
Yeah, it allowed us to develop our filmmaking skills. For half of our day at school, we could go and learn filmmaking. And it's funny because we went to the same middle school, and then after that, now we have
the same bus.
Now we have 0 dislikes. Who switched on me? Hey. Your plant needs watering. Yes, it does.
It's actually a fake plant.
It's fake. Oh, wow.
And it's trash.
Wow.
But,
so we met there, and that's kind of how we got our start. That's how we met and figured out that we both liked filmmaking in this CAPS, Center for Advanced Professional Studies. But, two dislikes are back.
Oh, no, the fake plant got him.
Yo, Mr. G. All right, do you guys have any questions that you want us to ask? Anything at all?
No?
No answer.
Can you sub
Can you sub to me, Mr. G? I will sub to you. I will sub to you.
Can you do it?
I don't know how to click. I will sub to you after. Quit freaking out about the dislikes. This is John's sabotaging the live stream.
Do you have a list that we can go through here?
Hey Andrew, what's up? Andrew's a legend. Andrew is actually a legend, no lie. Chemo, don't mind the dislikes. You guys are cool. So we're doing this every week, and we kind of wanted to discuss certain topics about YouTube and filmmaking and all of what it means to try and figure out this online world. But you can kind of see, literally learned OBS and the software today. So I'm trying to, you can see in the bottom corner, it's you can see the live count of my subscribers. I'm about to hit 5,000, which is nuts, because I was doing the road giveaway at 3,000 a week and a half ago. And by the way, if you guys have submitted anything, I've been looking at all your submissions, and they're all super awesome. So that's cool. What's up, boss? True Cinema. Quit freaking out about the dislikes. 5,000. Whoop. 84, 85.
And if you're listening to this on Anchor, the podcast website, should we say that?
Yeah. So one of the things we're going to be doing is after this podcast goes live, we'll probably leave it on YouTube for at least a couple hours, and then we're going to be posting the audio file to Anchor, which is it's kind of a social media for podcasts. So if you download it, I think it's 2 years old, but it's kind of recently in popularity kind of increased. And so if you download that app, you'll be able to go and find, I think mine is called Colin Ross. I don't know exactly where we're going to put it yet. We'll probably make an Anchor called the 16:9 live stream.
Yeah.
Just kind of a random name because, we shoot everything.
We're going to be focused. We want to focus mainly on camera stuff, YouTube stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
So we called it 16:9 because it makes sense.
Exactly.
With all the camera stuff.
Exactly.
We don't really have much of a plan for today.
Hey Harvey, what's up?
It's kind of just, day one is just kind of setting things up and getting it rolling.
Andrew Archer asks, is Vlog worth the cost on the GH5? Is that something for a new person, or should you wait?
I personally liked Cinelec D just fine.
Cinelec V?
I like both, but if I don't have Vlog, Cine D is perfectly good and it's perfectly gradable footage.
I think one of the things about the Vlog that's awesome is if you are overexposed a little bit, you can really dial back the highlights. It saves all that information a lot better.
It's a bummer they don't include it.
Yeah, it's a bummer that's not included. It's a bummer that it's $100 because
it's snail mail. If you don't know, they ship it to you in a package in the mail.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they do that. If you don't want to spend $100, it's not like your GH5 is worthless.
Exactly.
Or GH4, whatever you have.
Yeah. Oh, man.
To answer your question, I guess. What is this?
So 16:9 podcast won't cover vertical video? Whoa.
Nope.
No, sir.
No 4x3 here either.
It's funny, though, because actually sometimes we add, like, the 2:3:5. You know, like that 2:3:5 aspect ratio they do a lot of movies with? Sometimes we'll do, like, those black bars that are pretty typical.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're stuck in the 80s, too. So I'm planning on this lasting for... God, it's already 6:10. Premiere. There's a question.
I actually used Final Cut. I used it before. You never even used it, really.
Yeah. So just to like, for people who I guess, I don't know if everyone can see the chat. I don't know how this works. So, sorry, we're still just in the infancy here trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So how tech works asked Premiere versus Final Cut X. And that's a heavy question. Max, what were you saying about that?
I mean, I used Final Cut Pro X back in junior year when I was getting into it.
Yep.
And it just, once you go to Premiere, it kind of, I don't know, the abilities to use After Effects. I guess you can break into that because you really use After Effects a lot.
Since I use After Effects so much, the integratability with being able to dynamically link between Premiere and After Effects is super nice. And that's the main reason that I use Premiere. But the other thing is, Final Cut is so well integrated with the Mac coding that if you own
a Mac, you should be using Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, like to have a Mac and then not be using Final Cut Pro, like you're losing out on so much potential speed. Especially, I mean, if speed is your main concern, like if you're trying to do a fast turnaround and like have it be a vlog, you're trying to edit every day, then that is kind of an issue. But yeah, I have Mac, but I use Premiere. How tech works. I would honestly just like, I guess, is there any sort of like free trial for Final Cut?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure.
If there's a free trial for Final Cut, I'd honestly try it. How long have you been editing videos? Good night, guys. It's 4:40 a.m. here. Good luck with the stream. I will see this. Awesome, Naaman. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for stopping by. It's 4:40. Man, that's impressive.
Dancing aliens on screen.
But I would just try out. Yes, there's a free
trial. If you can, try Final Cut Pro and just see how fast it is on your Mac.
Yeah, that's definitely what I would suggest.
Yeah, we use like gaming PCs and gaming desktops. So for us, we're using CUDA cores. We're using everything optimized for Adobe. But you know, if you have a Mac already and you don't want to go buy something to use Premiere on, I guess if you're paying for Premiere, then I don't know what to tell you. But try Final Cut Pro. It might be faster. I
have a YouTube friend. His name is Scott McKenna. He's basically a legend. I actually texted him today. I said I wanted to order the Inspire. I thought about it.
Kat just texted me. She said she's watching, and she said there's a free trial.
3-month trial.
For students. Right. So if you're a student.
I guess you can do it. Yeah. What was I talking about?
I don't know. I interrupted you. Actually, Kat, you interrupted us. Come on.
But that's the thing about, I don't know, it's just about weighing the cons of Premiere and...
How long have you been editing videos with After Effects?
I've been editing videos in After Effects, honestly, for probably like 6 or 7 years. So have
longer than I have.
A long time experience. Mr. Purple asks, when using Vlog, do you guys expose to the right a little bit? I've heard that's what... I typically expose like 1 or 2 little notches over to the right, but that's... nothing like super major.
Yeah, I used to underexpose just because I was thinking it's safer that way, but it is, from what I've seen, everything looks better if it's a little brighter.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Native lenses versus adapted lenses. This is a little bit of a... I have a bunch of native lenses on my GH5. He has the speed booster with all of his...
Oh yeah, I brought my GH5.
I don't have mine with me.
So I have the speed booster right here with the Sigma. We're hoping to actually upgrade to this as a stream camera, so expect the quality. And
okay, back to your question though. I agree. I think that.
Oh baby, 9 subs away.
I think that native. I mean, if you really care about autofocus with video, if that's really a big deal for you, which for me with my Ronin, my wide angle was important to me to have quick autofocus, which is why I have the Olympus 7-14.
Yeah.
But in general, I would go with adapted lenses like Canon because you can use them for photos with Canon cameras. And this Sigma, I mean, I would recommend with any camera. It's the best lens ever.
It's truly a legend.
It's so sharp.
8 subs away, dude.
For the most part, and I mean, if you're taking photos on this, even I would recommend the
and like the photos work on this too. But like Max was kind of saying, it comes down to
Autofocus in video.
Yeah, like, autofocus in video, if you need that and you're like vlogging, which for whatever reason, I don't know why, it's such a pain in the butt to vlog, except my Tokina 11 through 16 2.8 is pretty much everything gets in focus because it's so wide. But if I'm trying to vlog with a Sigma lens, not having autofocus is like, it's such a pain in the butt. So if you're vlogging or you do a lot of like gimbal work, I definitely would recommend native lenses so you get good autofocus. What's up, dude? You're amazing editing. Can't wait to see more from you. Thank you, Alberto. Legend. Inspire. I use Final Cut. 8 subs away. So I think, well, actually I know. What's been blowing up recently on my channel is my one tutorial with like the pulling the hand through. So I think that's been causing a lot of, oh, Ethan. What's up, Ethan? How many?
Yeah, and I used to be a real supporter of, I always thought, buy native lenses, support Panasonic or whatever. But now, after seeing all your stuff, because you have the 70 through 200 and that Sigma 18 through 35.
And they're like the combo of having the GH5 with like 4K 60 and 180 or 180 1080, having that combo with the speed booster. And the speed booster, what a lot of people kind of don't realize is it makes your lens a little sharper. And obviously increases depth of field when you have your aperture way open because it increases your sensor size.
Yeah, because this 1.8 turns into a 1.1 with the speed booster, which is insane.
H3, what do you mean by that, how tech works? I watch H3. Oh, is there a question mark? I can't see. No, that's part of it.
Okay, H3, yeah.
Are people still watching this, or 17 watching? Not bad.
That's pretty good.
What do you think about the new iPhone also? Oh, that's a good question. What do you think about the new iPhone?
Sensor size, to answer your question.
True. But Ethan asked, what do you think about the new iPhone also shooting 4K at 60 frames per second? What were you?
I was saying sensor size.
Yeah, so the sensor size isn't going to be as good. Obviously, having 4K 60 in your phone, though, as a portable device is, like, that's ridiculous. Like, to think about that,
insane.
Like, 5 years ago, when my Samsung Evo, I remember it filmed 1080p, and I literally bought it for that reason because I thought I was going to, like, film shorts and a bunch of stuff. But just, it's so crazy how fast technology is just...
Yeah, and the power behind that new iPhone is insane.
Yeah,
CPU
like the
speeds.
CPU, I've seen a bunch of, like, the Geekbench things. Like, it's crazy.
But I think, with... Even though it's shooting 4K 60, I mean... If you're thinking about like threatening this camera, it's not going to come close.
Yeah, it's not going to come close with having the professional bigger sensor size. Mm-hmm. But like if portability is your thing, then I mean that's HTC Evo from John Bello, dude. It like I don't know if you remember, it was the first 4G phone in America, I think. And someone's home.
Someone is here.
Well,
run, shut the door.
Dude, our first live stream, we're gonna get like murdered on camera. It's like, you heard my audio, man.
Say?
Nice to know. Thanks. Let's hope the new firmware update brings more to autofocus for native lenses. Yes, totally hoping that the new firmware update like helps autofocus out a lot. H3
okay, I'm back. Oh.
It's not H3, it's he. No.
No, it's H. He says H3 in it.
Okay.
I'm sure.
I think he's referring that you laugh from watching them. Miguel Garcia asked, "What is your workstation?" Well, currently my PC processor just absolutely got fried. So I'm thinking about buying the Threadripper 16-core CPU and building a new PC and like doing an insane build.
A video about it.
Yeah, and like making a video about that potentially. But my old workstation was an i7 4770K with 32 gigs of RAM, a 980 Ti. I think I'm gonna keep the graphics card for it.
Yeah, I would say keep
it. Because like the difference between 1080 Ti and 980 Ti. Granted, the 1080 Ti is a lot newer and better, but
if you already have,
yeah. Mm-hmm. How do you color grade? Okay. Honestly, a lot of it for vlogs, it's all about like the speed. Mm-hmm. So dropping a LUT on and then adjusting contrast as need be for like the lighting of the situation.
That's how I do it. Yeah.
That's
so in Premiere, making an adjustment layer and then throwing Lumetri color on that adjustment layer and then using LUTs to be specific.
Eat. I'm from Russia, Moscow. Hello to Russia, Vlad Dab, legend.
I think in future podcasts we need to definitely have a subject that we talk about.
Yeah.
an episode should be dedicated to reading the comments like we're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
And like we said, this is our first episode, so we don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're just getting it set up and just doing it.
Yeah, I think that's not to get all motivationally, but just doing it and then putting out every week, whether or not 5 people watch, 100 people watch, just to put it out there and like, I think that's important.
19 watching.
19 Sweet. Watching this. Do you play games from How Tech Works? Yes, I actually do.
I don't.
I don't game that much. I play with my friend John Bello, who's chatting in the chat. Go stalk him, like find his address. I'll put his address on screen. No, I won't. But I play Rocket League and PUBG mainly. I don't play that much. I maybe play like 30 minutes at the end of the night because I get to play with my friends who don't live around here.
It used to be while you were rendering your 3D stuff.
Yeah.
You would play games.
Like while I was doing a render, I can't really do that on my laptop because the CPU is mobile and
apparently it didn't work on your PC that well.
Yeah.
It fried.
Yeah, rip.
I play VR. We tried doing VR day. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but we've been kind of getting into VR stuff too.
John says RL. That's what we always text each other. RL question mark.
Any short film plans? Hey, that's a good question.
Oh, wait. I saw. Hi, Kool-Aid Man. 4 more subs. I see you, Case. I see you, Kool-Aid Man. In Cincinnati now. I see you. Sorry. Wait. What was any short film plans? Kind of like the Casey drone video.
Actually, yes.
Interesting. You asked that. I've actually been planning a Casey versus the FAA kind of remake. So yeah, like I have the plans written out. We just have to figure out. We've been so busy lately. I've been doing daily uploads. Max has had school and still doing almost daily uploads. This man's a legend. Go subscribe to Max if you haven't. YouTube.com/Max Putnam. I remember instantly subbing to your YouTube when you posted that GH5 vlog review. Thank you, Chemo. I appreciate that. All right. But other short films, I don't know, whatever, like, I'm
working on a few short films, but they're not necessarily, we're doing that documentary too.
Yeah. So Max is kind of working on a documentary about VR and, like, the future of VR, and he's kind of,
it's for school, but I plan on, like, taking it a step above school, and we're actually going to fly out to California and get some interviews with people working in the industry. So yeah, we're working on documentary. We're gonna do that Casey one soon. Like any one of these days.
It's been out, so like I've been trying to do like the daily thing. It's been so intense and
just it takes over your life.
It takes over your life because you want to post every day and you want to still have quality and still have good content. So that's kind of why I've been doing, helping share some of my knowledge with you guys on like time lapses and After Effects and all that. So that I feel like is more interesting than if my vlog for the day is, hey guys, I'm sitting at my computer and then I eat cereal and then but
it's really a matter of changing it up every day.
Definitely.
Because when we were vlogging earlier this year even, it was kind of like really, it makes you have to do things if you're not doing something because then your vlog would be really boring. So the tutorials kind of fill in the gaps of like, if you're not doing something, you can, at least teach people how to make a cool transition. Yeah. It's a way to keep things interesting for you guys.
Oh, $4.99. Can we get one more sub?
How many are watching? 19 still.
Oh, we got the unsubbers. People are trying to get the 5,000 subscribe. Yo, Dusty Charmander.
Get off work, and I'm just like,
Yep, that is the life.
Yes, it is.
Come on, Colin. Oh, yes, dude.
Now we see like a
5K. Someone's literally John Bello is about to unsubscribe.
See, this is the real one. This is.
Oh man, we dropped down to.
Oh. How do you have this? Is this Social Blade right now? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, so I have a 5K again. We have Social Blade like linked to a corner of the video. Thank you, Ethan. 5,001. Boor Ong, is that I've never known how to pronounce your name, but you always comment and you're a legend and you have a good YouTube channel. Everyone should go check out him. But I think is it Boor Ong? I think is that right? Let me know when this updates. Congrats, bro. Thank you, Dusty Charmander.
Dusty Charmander, I love
That's a legendary name. Any tips if we're just starting to use After Effects? Your tutorials are a huge help, by the way. Thank you, Jonathan. How much longer is this going to last? I've got to study, John. God, I'm getting so sidetracked by the chat. I can't imagine being like
out of here.
I can't imagine being a big YouTuber and like having like.
Oh, I don't think you could process it. You have to write things down.
Seriously.
But any tips if we're
starting? Bayer. Bayor?
I don't really have any tips for Jonathan H. I don't know. I mean, like, you kind of just have to go.
Tips on learning After Effects for beginners.
The way I learned was literally just opening it up and just messing around with effects and trying to do effects, but, like, not watching tutorials exactly.
Ethan just donated $5 to the stream. Legend.
$5 for 5K. That's awesome.
Dude, thank you, Ethan. You are a true legend.
But anyways, I mean,
Sorry,
I would just recommend.
I'm getting so, like, ADD.
I would just recommend to just mess around with it and try to mimic stuff that we're doing on tutorials, but, like, don't just follow Colin's screen, you know, dead on. Go and kind of mess with things and play with things, and then you'll actually kind of process what's going on. And other than that, I don't know how to give any good advice.
I think when you're watching a tutorial, to actually try to understand what you're doing and less of just, like, learning. Like, I see so much of, like, the Sam Colder just zoom transitions, and there's nothing wrong with that for learning how to start. But if you just stop there and don't progress, like, you're not going to grow, you're not going to get better. So, but learning from those tutorials and my tutorials and trying to take that and actually process what you're changing and how you're affecting different layers, I think that's, like, one of the biggest things for learning AE and trying to get better at it. It's super intimidating. I remember editing my first video on it. It's super intimidating when you start out, definitely. But once you just have to stick with it, honestly. That's another thing. Just stick with trying to learn it, and that, like, it's a lot easier once you stick with it. Sorry. Ethan, $5, 5K. Legend. Did you learn stuff from Video Copilot? Yes, I did.
For sure.
Definitely. I think my first After Effects tutorial I saw was Freddie W's muzzle flare tutorial, and then that linked to After Effects,
tutorial.
Or that linked to Video Copilot, and then I went on there from that point. I am back. What's up, Sudesh? Yeah.
Have you broken a bone?
I have not broken a bone.
I've broken my wrist.
I have not broken a bone. I've torn an ACL, and that sucked. Good to be here for the 5K mark.
Wait, we should tell them about this. Oh, they don't. Do they know the Star Wars Lego video?
Probably not.
Well, we were filming a video. His ACL was torn during it.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I think technically I can pull in from here, but I'm not gonna.
Let's not mess with it yet.
All right. Andrew asked, from someone who's trying to learn Premiere and After Effects, start small. I tried to take on too much for my first video with Premiere and overwhelmed. Yeah, definitely start with the basic stuff and start with learning, you know, like cutting and shortcuts. Don't try to start with, like, a super difficult tutorial, because then you'll just get frustrated.
That's a good point. Learn shortcuts too, though. Like,
shortcuts are key.
Everything.
They're literally key. Oh, I'm a loser.
How much do you plan in terms of what to say in vlogs?
How much do you plan in terms of what to say in vlogs? So every time I start to talk, I have, like, one sentence out and then I have no idea where I'm going with this.
I have never planned. I'm not great. You talk a lot more in your vlogs, but
yeah.
I mean, I kind of just let it ramble and then either cut it up in post or no, I don't plan anything that I say.
Sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, if it's a typical vlog, I'll just kind of react how I would. I try to be more documentary. Why can't I pronounce documentary? God, my brain is like
documentarian.
If it's like, I try to be more of a documentary style vlog where I'm like, just like what I would be saying or like filming outwards. But
how is Sony Vegas?
Dude, Sony Vegas. I literally started.
I never used it. I started with Final Cut Pro.
With Sony Vegas and I loved it so much. Like, the fluidity of editing in Sony Vegas is amazing, but then again, like, we came back to the After Effects Premiere compatibility, and I was like, I can just replace
the dynamic link.
Yeah, the dynamic link is literally incredible. I need to create a scene where it's like my desktop, so I can show what's going on.
I think if you
documentary. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
See, then you can do blank. I don't know how to do this entirely yet, so I don't want to mess with it. Is Noah the guy who we met? In California?
No, Noah's from Hawaii. Noah, you're a legend. Thanks, Noah. 5007, dude, legends. How much do you plan?
Documentary.
I don't know what I was having. How do you create a YouTube video every day?
You don't sleep. Just kidding. You live on coffee if you're me, and
I honestly haven't had coffee for like a week and a half.
Okay. You can do it without coffee.
Okay, wait, before I get into that one, how long have you guys known each other? How do you guys meet? Dusty Charmander. That name is so cool.
We said it a little bit earlier, but we met in high school. Well, I guess
we knew each other. We went to middle school together, We rode the same bus.
Yeah.
We're actually like literally a minute down the street. That's it.
But we went to separate high schools.
And then we had a CAPS program and
a program that met up halfway through the day, and we've worked on films together pretty much ever since that.
Yeet.
Then we went to KU.
And then I
dropped
dropped
out.
Rip.
Still there.
Rip. What up, Colin? Yo, Noah. I already said what's up. Do you have pets?
Okay.
I have a pet. I do have a pet. I have a dog.
Pets.
I have 2 dogs. He is like a zoo living over at his house.
But the video every day question.
Oh yeah, back to Nate's film tutorials. How do you create a YouTube video every day?
It's about
it comes
a
down
couple of things.
To if you're vlogging, if you're trying to vlog, and by vlogging I mean like filming what you're doing in the day, not having a subject to talk about. It's super hard if you don't have not an exciting life. I don't want to say that.
If you're not like Casey Neistat, where you're literally flying across the world every day, every week, it gets kind of repetitive. Especially for me with school, I don't want to just film me going to class repeat it every day.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to mix it up, but how would you? I mean, you use tutorials to kind of bounce back and forth.
Yeah. So like
days.
sometimes if I have days where I know it's not going to be as interesting or I have to edit a short film, I'll like record a tutorial. Mm-hmm. So then it's not as time intensive, but.
And it's a matter of if you are busy and you are doing a lot of stuff to film that's good content for a vlog. It's a matter of editing
you want like the natural content
and knowing how to. Well, I mean editing. Like if you have everything if you have the life to have or the personality to just make a daily vlog, the editing is a whole thing where no offense if you like Logan Paul, he doesn't edit his videos.
Yeah, he has an editor, so he just goes to bed at 9.
Also you have to consider that you're going to spend 2-3 plus hours editing after your whole day has finished, and then waking up and doing the same thing. That's a big part of it that I think a lot of people overlook.
Yeah, definitely.
The editing.
Oh yeah, the editing is a big part. Just doing it every day and trying your hardest to post a video, because then you improve those editing skills.
Also, don't be, if it's not the best thing ever, just I would say keep posting, and then if anything you'll look back and be like, wow, I got so much better, so much faster.
Yeah, because if you go back and look at the start of my vlogs, they were so.
And I wish we didn't stop. We stopped a few times in between.
Yeah. Wait. How do you come up with ideas for YouTube? YouTube, I try to come up with ideas if I have natural vlogs, like natural things that I'm filming. I try to do that, or I try to balance that with tutorials, kind of like we've been talking about. But kind of just brainstorming what I think would be the most helpful, and then trying to be creative in the process.
Yeah, and what we use on a daily basis.
Yeah.
That's how I've been doing a bunch of my tutorials. Have just been, what do I run into and what do I use every day that someone might not know. So
exactly. Have you tried Resolve 14? Yes, I have. Actually, I might have tried 13. I might have tried 12.5 actually.
Out? I thought it was
14 is out and it's supposed to be 10 times faster or whatever.
I've used 12.5.
Yeah, I have the Resolve key.
Beta, I think.
Yeah.
I definitely not use 14.
I have the full version because I have the Ursa Mini 4.6K, so it came with that. And I honestly haven't used it because 12.5 was super buggy on my PC. I should try out 14 because it's supposed to be a lot faster, especially if I get a Threadripper, the new AMD.
Dude, just do it. Pull the trigger.
Resolve is supposed to just be so much better with cores and optimization and all that. My mom says hi. What's up, Chemo's mom? Am I pronouncing that right, Chemo? How can I balance school and YouTube videos without uploading less than once a week? Noah, how old are you? Actually don't say that. That was such a creepy thing to ask. I don't know, depending on what grade you're in, if you're on high school or middle school, don't answer that. I didn't mean it in a creepy way. Do it, Colin Threadripper. Oh, I'm 15. Yup. All right, so what are you Instagram? There's so many different angles right here. Is Adobe? Oh God. So being in high school, I know it's super hard to balance the YouTube and school and having friends. That's the hardest thing for me. Is my friends John's probably not watching anymore. My friend is watching.
Wait, pause real quick. If you're on Instagram right now. All we're doing is answering questions from YouTube, just to update everyone if you're watching on Instagram.
Okay.
We're answering questions from Colin's YouTube channel.
Sweet.
Cool. What were you saying? Completely interrupted.
Yeah, wait, what? Oh, so my friends will text me on Friday and they're like, hey, do you want to hang out? Do you want to go get dinner? And I'm like I got to edit or like I got to film this. And it's about just balancing everything and realizing you also have to enjoy life too. But at the same time, to me, it's always more rewarding to, work on my videos, and not like I don't enjoy hanging out with my friends, but I don't know, like I always feel more rewarded when I'm like working towards something that's more productive than just hanging out and go getting dinner. Granted, like I'm not gonna ever not hang out with my friends, but I don't know. That was such a random rant. It's all about balancing and also having a true passion for it, because then when you have that actual passion and that like burning fire desire, like you'll want to video edit more than you want to hang out with your friends, which that sounds bad, but that's just in my head. Like it's like the priorities of, like I'll still hang out with my friends like once or twice a month, but it's not like an everyday thing.
Bro.
Yo.
Every day, bro.
It's every day, bro, with the Disney Channel.
5012,
Dude,
my God.
That's crazy. God, thank you guys. Seriously, like the support that you guys have been showing the channel lately, mind blowing. Do you have pets? Yes, I have a pet. I have two pets.
2 chihuahuas.
I have 2 chihuahuas. Don't even ask. God. When are you boys coming to Australia? Yes, I want to come to Australia. Hey. Yes, we need to meet up so bad.
What made you guys decide to make YouTube videos?
Oh, wait, we got a question. Sadesh, is Adobe SpeedGrade better than DaVinci Resolve?
I have not used SpeedGrade.
I honestly haven't used SpeedGrade either. I dabbled a little in Resolve, but I mainly just used the Lumetri panel in Premiere.
You can tell me if I'm wrong, but as far as I'm aware, with SpeedGrade, they don't have any sort of like dynamic link, which they should add.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if I could color grade in Adobe SpeedGrade and then have that real-time affect my Premiere, then I definitely would use it. But we only have used Resolve if it's something bigger than like a YouTube video.
Yeah, like if you're doing a short film and you want to shoot raw on the Ursa Mini.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, so we don't really use either one of those. We use Lumetri Color for the daily vlogs and tutorials.
They have dynamic link.
They do?
I haven't used it.
That's either new or I just didn't know. So I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, I definitely.
ASAP.
Thank you, Sadesh. I'm going to check that out, definitely. Bye. Got to get to class. Peace, Noah. Enjoy class. Enjoy making YouTube videos too.
See, what made you guys decide? Did you answer that?
No. What made you guys decide to make YouTube videos? Honestly, for me, what made me start is I saw. Here, do you want to answer first? What made you start? Yeah.
Do you even know? I mean, mine was just in the CAPS program, which we broke down a little bit during high school. Our teacher said make a YouTube channel and post all of your work from class on the YouTube channel. And it kind of just was me posting that stuff and then me realizing I can post whatever I want. I can make whatever I want here. And then I just started making really terrible short films with my friends.
Yeah.
And I've actually unlisted them since then. But
same.
It started from that, just like I can make whatever I want here. I definitely like this. Do I wish we would have done more film fests? Maybe, but I think we should have done a little more. But the fact that you can do whatever you want is what brought me here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's like those are my favorite memories too. Just to point out, like just derping around with your friends and like when you have no idea what you're doing, you have no like technical idea, you're just out there with the camera. Like those are my best memories of filmmaking. And I think a lot of people see videos and then they get discouraged that they can't make that. But like I remember the person. Are you piecing out Instagram?
I'm piecing out on Instagram. Go to YouTube for the actual live stream. We out.
Oh, is that gonna make an infinite loop? No, it's not. What was I just saying?
5 viewers. Yeah.
Oh, just about continuing.
I keep interrupting with Instagram. You said you liked those old videos. That's all.
Like working through those growing pains. Like I started watching Freddie W. He inspired me. I saw his video Chrono Trigger. That was the first YouTube video I ever watched. And I saw that and I tried to make a short film and I looked at it and it looked like a pile of turds. So I was like, well, like I feel like garbage, but you just have to push past that and keep going and keep trying to get better. And like that, and then you look back 5 years later and you're like, I wish I could just go back to the days where I was just derping around with the camera.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah. Have you been hacked? What? Am I hacked right now?
Hey.
Subbing to the channel.
Nice, thank you.
Eat.
Planning on to do.
Yeah, Max Putnam. I don't know if new people are joining in.
Planning short films, we talked about that a little bit.
Does your G7 versus Ursa Mini made me subscribe? Yeah, thank you, Nate. Thank you.
Nate, if you're still here, do you own the G7?
No, I think he owns. He sold. Nate, you just recently sold and got a Panasonic, right? Because you made that video about selling your lens. Am I right? I think.
One more thing. I mean, I said this earlier, but like, if you're listening on Anchor right now, which we're going to be posting this live stream / podcast to Anchor, the podcast station website thing, and if you're listening to that, come to YouTube every Tuesday for the live stream. That doesn't really make any sense, but
yeah. I mean. So download the app Anchor on your phone. You'll be able to find us there. We'll post this sometime tonight. We'll get it figured out. So if you missed this live stream, you can go check it out. I don't know how long we'll keep this on. If we'll just post these, I don't really know yet.
I don't know. I kind of want to delete it so it's more exclusive.
That's kind of what I'm thinking too. Like delete this and then upload it on Anchor so people have to come and just to listen to it.
He does have a G7? Yeah.
Dude, the G7 is so good.
Yeah, the G7 is underrated. Of course, coming from the GH5 now with the stabilized sensor.
Yeah.
I have my G7 with me. I think it's upstairs.
No, but like the G7 for the price is literally...
First of all, the price of the G7 is nuts. If you've ever like been looking for a G7 on like Amazon or B&H, the price goes from like $597. I saw it at $497 at one point, and then it went all the way up to $800. So like if you can find it for around $500, it's the best bang for the buck. You get 4K. That's pretty much GH4 quality 4K.
Yes. And like the 4K 24 versus the 4K 24 and the GH5 4K 24 versus the G7 4K 24 is super indistinguishable. I've been thinking about making a G7 versus GH5 video. I think I definitely am going to do that. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
And talking about that, it does depend on lenses too. Like if you have a Sigma 18 through 35, you're basically made.
Yeah, this lens
thing is
this is literally the best lens I've ever bought. Like
I'm gonna buy one of these days.
One of these days you're gonna have one, dude.
Just need to save my pennies. Max, you're such a cutie. Oh my God, Sadie's watching.
Sadie Putnam, legend. Would you recommend Metabones? Yes, I would definitely recommend the Metabones. I have the 0.64. I would go with the 0.71 just so you get no vignetting. I get slight vignetting on my Sigma and like.
But also consider, what is he on the GH5?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have the GH5 and you're not planning on like going back and getting a G7, or if you don't have a G7, get the 0.71. But I have the G7 and I also have the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, so I'm considering getting the 0.64 just because it gets the extra whatever.
Yeah, you get the extra
width
magnification down, like of the sensor.
So I mean, but if you have a GH5, this one's not the best for the GH5 specifically.
Yeah, definitely not. So I would go 0.71.
Yeah.
Have you seen my channel? No, but I will look at your channel after.
Hey, that guy was on my channel.
He was?
But now he's... I told him to go to Colin Ross's channel.
I'm gearing up to buy the Zine Crane 2 and grabbing it Cowas 6. Wait, 6mm 1.8? Still trying to find my footing and how I want to do my vlogs, but I think I'm getting there.
I'm answering Andrew. Oh, wait, who is asking about the crane? Oh. Yeah, definitely get the crane. I have the Ronin M. And it's great, and if you really if you're planning on using a red or something heavier, then it's good because it can carry 8 pounds. But if you're using the GH5, get something that you can throw in your backpack because the amount of times I haven't used my Ronin because it's so clunky and just bulky.
Yeah, and I tried out the Nebula 4000 and I didn't like it. I returned it because it just. I don't know if I got a bad
that thing was impossible to balance.
But it was hard to balance, and the Zine Crane, especially the 2.
The Crane has had really good reviews.
But the Crane 2 has electronic control of aperture and shutter and all that from the remote.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna buy one.
Legendary. Wait, I saw a question up here that I didn't get to. I have a GH5 Tamron 70-200 2.8 for my Canon. I want to get a Metabones. First of all, that Tamron 70-200 is a legendary lens.
Should you get the 6.471?
0.71.
Yeah, go with the 0.71. The 6 again. If you have something older and you really need to use it, then go with the 6.4. But if you're just using it for the GH5, 0.71 is going to give you the best results and no vignetting.
Yeah. See you later, Chemo. Quick errands to go. How's Canon or Nikon camera? Because I'm planning to buy a new cam. Sadesh. Wait,
we always recommend Panasonic over
okay,
Canon. If you're taking pictures, if you're taking pictures, well, I've only used Canon. So Canon and now Lumix and Blackmagic. I've never used Nikon, so I can't really say anything about Nikon.
Yeah.
I think they're fine. I just don't. I mean, for video, they're not really in the game at all, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, no.
So I would, if you're gonna pick between those two, I definitely would pick Canon because of, lenses. Just the video quality is good. It's not. I mean, people have been disappointed recently because they don't do 4K in some of their cameras that should. But yeah.
Yeah.
What? You gonna say something?
What?
Were you gonna say something about that? I don't know.
What were you? I just kind of spaced out for like 10 seconds.
You
guys are awesome editing video now and tuning.
I would
tuning in.
Back to
Mr.
Sadesh,
Purple.
I mean, look into Panasonic if you're into anything video. For
Yes,
the price of your Canon, look at the same price Panasonic cameras and see what they do.
Yeah.
Because lenses are cheaper, and you get 4K.
And the 6D Mark II came out, no 4K.
Yeah, a lot of my friends were waiting for 4K on the 6D too, and it didn't come out with that, so they are not getting it now. They're not. I don't know what they're doing. I think a lot of people went to Sony, but I like Panasonic. Do you think you'll get to 100K subs?
I mean, I can't say for sure, but I'm putting it out. Like I said in my video yesterday, if you didn't see it, that my goal by 9/25/2019 is to get to 1 million subscribers. So I'm hoping to hit 100K subscribers. I'm going to just keep putting in the work, and hopefully from there, that's just like it can evolve and grow. And... Yeah. Oh, did you hear that? That was my knee. Did anyone else hear that knee pop? That's my ACL.
Since I have a Sony Handycam as well, I honestly can't fault Sony. They've never done me wrong, but I do love it. Yeah, I mean, the Sony's... Because I was looking at the A7S II for a while, and I really like it. It's an awesome... it's a beast.
Yeah.
But for me, just the codec and the recording abilities of the Panasonic, the GH5, are kind of the game changer. Like, you can do 4K 60, you can do 180 FPS. Sony's got low light, but for me, the low light wasn't
the GH5 and low light with this
the speed boost.
With the speed booster, you're good, but you can push upwards of like 3200 ISO and like
it's okay with a speed booster. I would say without it, I don't know, but yeah, Sony's. I mean, they just don't record the same file type and I don't really like their file type, the AVCHD, whatever that is going on. I definitely would choose, especially with the update coming out for the GH5, the All-I 10-bit.
Yeah, the new update version, software version 2.0. I'm ready for that. It's supposed to be the end of September.
Ready. It's coming real soon.
Oh man, gonna make about
we need to make a video about that too.
Yeah. Out of all the places you've visited since you started the vlogs, where would you say was the place you love the most? For me, definitely Hawaii, just because I'd never been there before, and going to Kauai, an island like separate from Oahu, like the big island. No, I got that wrong. Oahu, and then there's the big island, and then anyways, Kauai was sailing the Nepali coast was one of the most awesome experiences ever. My friend Amir, he's definitely not watching this. He's out there probably filming some video, but he's a legend. He took me around and showed me. It was such an amazing experience.
Yeah, I mean, in our vlogs, I think on our road trip, the coolest place for me was Horseshoe Bend.
Yeah.
I've been to Hawaii. I can't see myself living in Hawaii.
Yeah, I can't really either. It's like, it was so cool while I was there, but then when I got back, I just feel like I would always feel like I was on vacation mode or something.
The Horseshoe Bend vlog was cool because, like, I didn't realize how open that was. Like, you can literally hang your feet off of a cliff.
Yeah.
There's nothing, like, there's no fence or anything. I thought there'd be some sort of fence, but you could accidentally just fall off and no one would even say anything.
But that whole 4 days of the road trip was just like that experience.
It was super fun, but it was a blur too.
Yeah, it was also because we were daily vlogging it, so it was drive 8 hours. Max did a lot of the driving.
It was drive, film everything you possibly can, fly drones, and then edit for like 3 hours, which was like we got back at like 10 p.m. So we get back and then we'd edit till like 1, and then we'd wake up at like 5. It was for like a week. We got to California, and I think some of the vlogs stopped after a little while. Mine died because I literally just died after driving and editing and just the entire time. Oh, man. It was so hard to do. Yeah, but trying to get better at that. I've started doing micro vlogs on my channel, which make more sense for people that are busy like me. I can't talk too much during the vlog, so I've been doing these little tiny like minute edits with music, just kind of that show and highlight my day, and they're so much more convenient for me. You've been pumping out long videos.
I've been trying to pump out, I think I've done daily for like 13, 12 days. I don't know exactly. What are your thoughts on the Ninja Inferno paired with the GH5?
Oh baby. If you have the money, buy it. That's my thought.
Being able to shoot 4K or just ProRes with the GH5, that would be so cool.
Because, that's the biggest issue with us. I mean, the difference between your Blackmagic and that, the Blackmagic shoots ProRes, and the editing speed. Like, you can scrub just the regular 4K footage without proxying, without anything, and just the editing alone. Oh, my goodness. It's so nice. So, if you have an extra, $2,000 to spend.
Yeah, how much is that? It might be $1,000. I honestly don't know.
I think it's like $1,600 or something.
But it's also like for vlogging, like having that attached. Like if you're doing a bunch of short films and stuff where you can set up more, definitely get it. But, $995 shipped, $1,000.
Really? I didn't know it was that cheap.
That's not too bad.
There's two different. There's the Ninja.
There's the Ninja Inferno
and there's a Shogun.
Blade,
there's a Shogun Inferno and Ninja Inferno. Both do similar things, and the Shogun is more expensive. And I'm not sure why.
It looked beautiful there, Ryan. I'll probably buy a red camera, Sadesh.
Yeah. If you have the money, dude.
If you can, just go for it.
I've used the red one and the red Raven, and you literally just have to, as long as you have aperture controlled and focus down, you can change everything else. Obviously not your framing, but like you can change your ISO, your color balance. It's all just because it's raw. You can change all of it. And editing in Premiere with a red camera, they have it all synced up with Red Code's software. They have Red Cine X. It is a breeze to use in Premiere. So I mean, if you're wanting to, if you're wanting to dump a bunch of money into a camera and get a red, it's really nice to use.
If you guys go on the chat right now, Jordan Tutero called us the F word. I'm not going to say it on stream, but I don't really know. If you want to elaborate on that, go for it. But yeah,
I think we can do one of these. To be honest, you just hit this button.
No, wait. I want to let people see it.
And you click. You can put them in timeout.
Put him in timeout?
Put him in timeout.
That is legendary. Jordan, you got put in timeout. Oh, that's awesome.
Jordan, get off here. Yeah, I agree.
That's like, there's going to be people that attack you, and like, I don't know why that he
Haters going to hate.
Haters going to hate. Just keep posting. Just upload every day.
What do you all think of 16:9 as a title?
Yeah, actually ask that.
I'm curious. Colin came up with it. I was thinking like Shot Club or something. But 16:9 is cool because I like it because YouTube is 16:9, you know, and for everything we do is 16:9. It kind of says something about our generation, I think. So I definitely like it.
Yeah.
But I'm curious what you think.
Yeah, what do you guys think of 16:9?
Also, we need to get like sound insulation in here because it's
it's probably relatively echoey.
We're gonna get
16:9 Tuesdays.
Yeah, we're gonna get better as it goes. We're thinking about getting capture cards so we can hook up our GH5s to our computers and probably set up some more stuff. Right now, we're literally just in front of a pipe.
So that looks so ghetto.
It's a little ghetto, but you gotta start somewhere.
Yep, you gotta start somewhere. Small question about the G7. What autofocus settings do you think are the best to use? When I use 4K, I felt the camera was struggling a bit to focus.
On G7?
On G7.
I haven't had many problems with the G7 autofocus. It seems quick.
What settings or what mode do you use? Do you use facial tracking or center point?
No, I never use any of the facial tracking. I always use the point detection.
Point tracking?
I don't know what that's called, but just the point tracking where...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm a fan, Sadie Putnam.
A lot of times I'm in manual focus, to be honest. But
Yeah.
every time I've been in autofocus on a G7, it's honestly been faster than my GH5 a lot of times.
The GH5.
The GH5, with the update, apparently they're going to fix that a little bit, which I don't know what that means. It had something to do with the refresh rate of the 24 FPS. Beyond my computer knowledge, it was kind of glitching out, but they're going to... It should focus as fast as it focused in 60 FPS now, which was significantly faster for me.
Yeah, I think that was like the main.
But it should focus that fast in 24 now, because there was definitely a difference.
Yeet. I'm editing on a PC. Should I use MP4 versus Move? This is actually
you looked into this a lot. I don't see much of a difference.
There's honestly not a huge difference, but I've honestly seen better playback with Move files. I don't know why.
Do Move files open up QuickTime? Can you play those back in like the Windows?
Yeah, you can still open them in like the Windows video viewer.
Okay, then never mind. I don't know. I use MP4, but that's just me. I think MP4s are smaller. Maybe? No? Same exact size?
I think they're maybe Move is slightly bigger. I'm also interested to see with the update with the All-I coding how much easier that edits.
Should we break down the update a little bit? Does anyone care about that?
I don't know. 16x9 is a good name.
That's for next week. We should schedule a show next time. Yeah, now we're just focused on what you guys are asking.
I scheduled the end time for this to be 7 p.m. I don't know if it automatically shuts off or if it just keeps going. You just can click stop the stream.
18x9.
What? Keep it up, guys. Great job. Thanks, Vad Life. That guy's a legend.
What do you think of new smartphones adapt? I haven't even heard of 18x9, 19x8 ratio, or 18x9 ratio. Is that with like the new like bigger screen?
I don't know. I've never even heard of that.
I haven't heard of anyone doing that. I don't know anything about it.
I think we all know what the update is if we're GH5 users. Lol. Oh, great. That's going to sound delicious in our podcast.
Oh, great.
Just some water and these nice pipes back here. I use H.265. What do you record an H.265 with?
Well, the problem with H.265, I shot that on my
editing that.
I shot that way on my Phantom 4 Pro. It was set to that, and then I tried pulling it in, and all of my clips were, the wrong file type for Premiere at the time. It might have updated so now we can use it. I don't even know. But I had to convert the files, and it was a pain. So we shoot an H.264.
Kyle says MP4s are much smaller and more universal codec. Researched this a lot.
Yep.
I think they are a lot smaller. So I thought then since the moves were bigger that maybe they would be less compressed, but it's honestly the editing difference is very minimal. Mm-hmm. Any tips for manually focusing? I've only recently made the switch from relying on autofocus. I manually focus all my videos, all my vlogs, just because I don't like the hunting look and because I have a speed booster. I don't have any native lenses like this guy. Like if I had the 7-14, I would totally just use autofocus. Mm-hmm. But tips for manually focusing, just do it more. That's like practicing. Practice makes perfect in that
situation.
In
the very beginning when I was using my T3i with the 50mm f1.8, the nifty 50. I remember I went on vacation to Hawaii, and the entire time I told myself, I'm going to use manual focus. I'm only going to use manual focus. And I came back, and I was just like, woo! The entire time. I felt so much better. So it's just a matter of doing it a million times. But then when you have a lens like a Tamron, when it's like backwards, you're always like, no! It's like the worst thing ever when it's backwards. But... yeah, I mean, just use it a lot. I mean, people have like rubber band things you can do to pull it to make it smoother if you really care about that. Yeah, but I don't have time for that. Usually it's just a matter of whipping it out and doing it.
Jayhawk 5511 Nifty 50
Woo! Nifty 50
Jayhawk 5511. That's my friend Vipul. You've probably seen him in a vlog. Shout out to him.
Everyone go sub to him right now.
Everyone, can we get him to like 25 subs? Like, cause he's my friend. He has one video on his channel.
What is it? I've never seen it.
It's like his friend like swimming in a ditch, but he's always been at like 4 or 5 subscribers. But he's one of my best friends. He lives in Lawrence. Shout out to you, Vipul. Let's see if we can get anyone. Oh, Jordan.
He moved to my... I have a live stream that's basically just telling everyone to go to this channel because it has more of a setup. And Jordan, the guy who put out on timeout, right? Is that the same guy? No? Is that the same guy?
That Jordan Tutterow came on Max's stream and started calling us bitches and I gotta bleep that one.
Nope, too late.
OMG, yeah. Click on Jayhawk5511, the name in the chat.
I already have 25 subs.
He does not have 25 subs.
He's lying to you.
He's lying. But if we can get him to 25 subs, that would be legendary. 16 people are watching. I don't know how many he has already. I have 3 subs, lol. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone started at 0.
Seriously.
You just got to work and upload and get yourself out a pair of binoculars.
The lag is real in that.
The lag, yep. I look like a raccoon. I can't click names on chat. Yeah. I did not realize that. Can I post a link in the chat?
I wouldn't mess with it.
Oh, God.
What are you doing? You're going for Jayhawk?
I'm going for Jayhawk5511. Guys, don't get angry. Oh, he has 6 subs now.
He said he had 25. What a liar.
Oh, that's not. Oh, wait.
Oh, it linked.
It linked.
He has 6. Yeah. What are you guys filming This is currently Colin's laptop.
Yep.
Like I said before, we're thinking about.
Yes.
We're gonna try to make things better. We're gonna try to get some sound insulation here, or go to a place like a studio to record these.
Yeah.
And we're gonna move to capture cards and these bad boys. So should get better, hopefully.
I think if you buy the Blackmagic thing for like $400, you just plug this in as a webcam. You don't need a capture card. You just use this, and it just pops in.
But that is a capture card, isn't it?
I don't know what that technically is.
It's some sort of. I think what it is that our HDMI inputs here don't take in a. I don't know. It's some nitty gritty stuff.
We're gonna figure it out in the next week. Hopefully, we can bump up the quality. Is the quality good on the stream? Can you guys? Lol, shout out Colin and Max. All my subs for you. Oh, I love Vipple. He is literally amazing. He's now on 10. Yes.
Dusty Charmander.
Yes to acoustic panels.
Yeah.
Yes. Is it echoey? All right, guys.
It could be better.
Rate this stream.
We're using these snowball mics.
Yep.
It's so laggy I can't see myself right now. So they're not the best in terms of directionalness. I don't.
10 out of 5.
I don't know. Maybe they're pretty good.
Max's sound is worse. Lol.
I'm farther away. The mic is right here. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, this podcast is kind of off to an interesting start, but
yep.
Okay, so yeah, we're running. Well, I mean, we're out of time to be honest.
Audio is okay. Video is a potato.
Okay, we're on a webcam, so we're getting there. Sadie, you're still here.
On your live stream, your audio is worse.
Oh yeah, mine's on a Mac. I would definitely go back to this beast. What is this computer?
Not bad for episode 1. That's what. Yep.
Yep. That's how we're rolling.
Starting at the bottom and going to the top. Hopefully, you know.
I don't know what else to say. Basically, I mean, we just want to start. We just want to start this out, you know, and figure out if anyone wanted to watch to begin with. And now that we know there are people that care about watching, we definitely want to step things up and get better cameras and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. We just want to improve the quality, improve the content, improve what we talk about. We'll probably have some aspect of every episode that's based on the audience in the Q&A and responding to you guys. But
you have a Hackintosh. That's cool.
Nice.
I almost built one. I have a gaming PC that I built, but I went with Windows because I was too afraid to deal with downloading the Mac software.
Yeah.
What was your first camera? T3i. Actually, GoPro, if that counts.
GoPro. I had the Olympus FE190, and then actually I had the GH4 before the GH4 came out. So it wasn't the GH4.
Yeah.
So I had, what brand was it? It was the Sanyo GH4. And it recorded like 1080p. It was this little camcorder. It was a legendary camera. That was my first video camera. Oh man, this is. I think this is gonna be the last question from Mark Holtz. Mark, shout out to you. I messaged Mark on Reddit and asking him for critique, and now he always gives me good critique on my videos. Mark, you're a legend. Loaded question: where do you guys see yourself in this platform within a year? That's a question. That is a loaded question.
Oh my! I keep bumping the table.
This audio is probably clank to the bank dank.
You can go first because you've been doing this. You've been growing like crazy. 524, dude. Holy cow.
Dang, that's actually crazy.
Answer it.
In a year, I hope to see myself still making content and still coming up with fresh content, because I think that's the most important thing. Because I think that question was kind of talking about, was that question targeted more toward growth, I'm assuming, than like what type of content I'm going to be making? I want this channel to be helping people get better at filmmaking by sharing my knowledge. I also want it to be about, growing my skills and getting feedback from you guys.
And vlogging.
Yeah. Like vlogging my life and when I do somewhat interesting, entertaining things that I think. And then also making shorts and, putting those out on like a monthly to bi-weekly, not bi-weekly.
I think to sum it up, just a way, like, you just want to make content.
Yeah. I just like
survive.
I've been so much more in love with making content on this channel than with my main channel. And I think a lot of it comes down is like the creative part of my videos, like people respect more. And I just want to keep being creative and keep developing my skills. And I think that's what we both want to do on our channels.
That's the same for me. I just want to, it's like an outlet just for creativity. It's just, I want to post. It's always a fun challenge to post daily. I've been dropping the ball a couple times in the past week, but just to post vlogs somewhat daily, just to push yourself, to keep making content.
Pushing yourself to keep making content, keep making better content. That's the key.
And I think, implementing more videos like the Casey Neistat one we did, that are fun to do, but are also like considered short films, I guess. Versus
those push your skills more than the vlogs do.
Just doing those and actually getting feedback. I know this is your channel, but I mean, we do a lot of stuff together. It's cool just to see people care about
If you guys haven't subscribed to Max, just search Max Putnam on YouTube and subscribe to him. He makes cool videos if you're trying to get better at filmmaking too. I'll support you guys all the way. It's been a great journey watching you grow as a creator, and now I'm at yes.
All right, we're at 7:07. Wow. Did we start at 7 on the dot, or at
6? Yeah,
6 on the dot.
Like 6:01 maybe. Wait, in a year, Peter McKinnon will be calling you guys for advice.
Yep.
Andrew, that would be nuts. That would be insane. Bye, Dusty Charmander. Legendary name. I'll support you guys all the way. It's been the tips and tricks and GH5 content, hopefully in the market soon, brought me over. Stayed for quality and production value. Keep up the good work. New into videography here. Awesome to hear, Kyle. Keep grinding. Keep saving up for in the market soon for GH5. I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
But just use what you can now to try and develop those skills. Peace out, Easy Doug.
Yeah, use what you have already too. Like if you have something and you're
if
just
you have
telling
a phone,
yourself,
use a phone.
Everyone says phone. I maybe go buy a camera, but everyone says use your phone. But yeah, if you have something like a T2i or something smaller, and you're thinking, I can just make something once I get a G7 or a GH5.
That's such the wrong
Don't do that.
mentality.
The mentality is just to go do it,
Yeah.
And you'll be looking back, crying at your old videos like we do.
But I think honestly, the first step is to buy like a Canon Canon DSLR. Get a Canon T2i and learn how cameras works and like how the settings work and how they affect your picture quality.
Wouldn't say. Go ahead. I mean, there's the Filmic Pro app for iPhones. Everyone says use your iPhone or whatever to shoot. And now I guess if you shoot 4K 60, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because it's a beast. But if you're at all, into it, save up a little bit. Buy something, that's more than your phone.
Oh, Kyle.
And really just learn how to do it.
Kyle said he has. I kind of wrongly assumed. I apologize that you were like a beginner and like you were trying to look for a camera. You have a Nikon D5300. I know so little about Nikon specs.
Too. I know that's. I think it's a 24 megapixel photo shooter. I think it shoots 1080p.
And then probably 1080, yeah. So you want 4K, I'm assuming. But, I mean, if you reach the potential that your camera...
Yeah, I always do the depreciation.
Never buy a new camera until you've, one, completely understand how your current camera works, and two...
feel like you've used your current camera enough. That's what I always do. Like, the GH5 I kind of bought, just because I really wanted it. It was the first one I did that. I'm not really in the shot. But... if you've used your D5300 a lot, and you think you've used it like to its depreciation, then I think it's justified. Like you have to be able to justify the new camera. Like
yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
and I think it's easy just as I don't know, kind of human beings. We always want.
Hey, it does 1080 at 60. That's pretty good.
I'm saving up for the 800D T7i.
T7i, I would.
Depending on
we've been like liking Canon less and less, to be honest.
Just with like their inability, and like here we are like preaching like they need to have 4K, but we're also like it's not about that. Yeah. But the 800D, depending if you're taking pictures too.
Yeah. For sure. If you're taking pictures,
too, get the Canon, because
I don't know if I'd say that, but I do like the T7i. The G85 is around the same price. That's a beast of a camera.
That's why, like, I would say get a G7 or G85 before a Canon T7i if your main focus is video. Yeah.
But then again,
like
the depth of field on that thing.
Yeah. Byron said, you said how you pronounce your name, dude. I feel bad. Can you tell me one more time and I'll never forget? It's Bayor, right? I'm gonna wait for this to come through because I don't want to. I want to just know now.
Yes, pictures too. Okay, I mean
T7i would be good. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd do that. I mean, I do like Sony for both.
Bayor. Is that
Bayor?
I'm gonna pronounce it in the next video, huh? Yes, do that because I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. Yeah.
Okay, if you're taking a lot of photos, the Canon won't do you wrong because its larger sensor has nice depth of field.
Oh, it's Bayer. It's just think aspirin. It's just Bayer.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, even though it's shooting 1080p, the depth of field adds a lot to the shot with the T7i, and the 24 megapixels will be a crispy freaking photo too.
Yeah. It's
just that Canon, for us videographer people, has disappointed us because their 5D Mark IV shoots 4K, but it's cropped into the size of a APS-C sensor.
Yeah.
And why did they do that? I don't know. And then they came out with a 6D without any 4K, which everyone knows about. So they've kind of just ousted videographer people.
Yeah. There's a question up here, or there's Bayer. I'm never gonna forget now, so that's good. I reckon a camera that limits you makes you a better creator as you get to exercise creativity to cover the holes. I definitely agree with that in some sense where, I don't know, like you've been talking about recently, you kind of missed when you just had your T3i because you feel like you had to push more to get better angles and stuff. And then it's easy when, you upgrade to the GH5 and you can shoot 4K 60 and 180 FPS. But then you tend to overdo the slow-mo and get less creative angles and like explore more because you're like, I can just get slow-mo. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you have a camera that doesn't really push frame rates like the G7, it does 4K 24, 4K 30, doesn't do any slow-mo. It forced us to kind of make it interesting.
Rip,
it made us like try to do cool shots, whereas this, if you do in slow-mo, everything's cool in slow-mo. So
I definitely agree with your points there.
Yeah.
Bye, Sadie. That crack. Could you hear that? Sorry, guys. I probably have like arthritis in my neck.
Mine's been popping a lot more. I don't know if that's.
Kyle says, honestly, my main push is in-cam stability. Would love to lessen my load. Fake slider.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't really beat that. Like in-camera.
Once you use the in-camera stabilization, you will not go back. Like going back.
We need to. I don't know if it's gonna work out.
But yeah, once you use stabilization that's in the IBIS, it's insane. Especially with these Panasonics, it's really, really handy. And if you're using the adapter, you can use any lens and get stabilized footage. So yeah, it's. Now when I go back to my other cameras, it's always like. Ew.
You see those micro shakes for sure. Yeah. What's your favorite camera stabilizer? I actually don't. I own the Spider Steady, that old.
Oh my gosh!
Throwback to that. But Max has the Ronin. I've used that on shoots with him. It's nice.
I really like the Ronin.
I've heard great things about the Zine Crane.
I haven't used anything else. We had the Nebula. I wouldn't recommend that because the one time we used it, it was bad.
Yep, I would not recommend the Nebula.
But depending on what you do, I mean, the Spider Steady got a lot of stuff done, dude. It was good. I really like that thing, actually.
Biffle just commented that sounded like my mountain stream. Biffle, you gotta understand that his comments, like I can just see him laughing while he's commenting because he's just a jokester.
I really think we should have like a podcast that we're gonna be talking in. They shouldn't all be questions.
Yeah, because that's the only problem with posting this on our podcast. It's not a podcast because it's interaction with the audience.
It's just a live stream.
And I don't know how well we've been doing about reading the comments, but
so don't get used to us just answering questions because we really want to have a show that we talk about and actually bring people on. You know, I guess this is kind of like a test.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, just to see if this kind of works. And like I said before, if people are interested in 16 watching it, that's enough for me, honestly.
I mean,
we had 20 at one moment in time.
Thank you, Brown Devil. Congrats on 5K subs. God, we're already at 5,030.
Holy cow.
I have the Crane V2, the Smooth for my cell phone, and a Karma Grip. All three work as well, and you can tell I like my toys a lot. Andrew, true, literally. Whoa, party.
Karma Grip. What is that?
Karma Grip. That's the GoPro.
Oh yeah, that thing was pretty cool. I mean,
that thing looked cool. I just wish the Karma wouldn't have been such like a disappointment with like falling out of the sky and killing people.
And not having my biggest thing. It has no sensors on it, so I've heard.
Oh really?
So like if you go towards a wall, it's just all on you.
Mm-hmm.
Which it gets kind of annoying when my Phantom 4
like beeps
avoids things without me wanting it to, but. I'd rather have that than it just running into a tree and falling out of the sky.
Colin Mason.
I hate my Karma drone.
Oh man,
It looked like the best deal ever when it came out. It was like $7.99 for a stabilizer.
It looked super smooth and a
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like a good deal. It's just that they had so many issues, and GoPro as a company is like falling.
Yeah,
GoPro. Yeah, they're dead.
I'm super into like stocks and investing and stuff. Like GoPro stock has like Nick Wood, whatever the CEO of GoPro's name, his net worth was like $2 billion, and then GoPro stock tanked, and now he's like worth like $200 million. It's ridiculous.
Only $200 million.
Yeah, only $200 million. Jeez. What kind of muscle cars do you guys like? I'm not super into muscle cars. I don't know.
Muscle cars. I always liked GM, so hate me, but I like Camaros better. I own a Ford Fusion though, so
peace out, Kyle. See you later. Thanks for all your cool questions. All right, I'm gonna do you guys have maybe some last comb, bro? Huge issue with the last update on my drone right now. Dang. All right, do you guys have any last second questions? I think we're gonna end the stream pretty quick here. Any last second things you want to answer, and we'll go ahead and do that. I'll wait for it to update. Hey, Colin, you gonna come back to Roosevelt? Hey, that's someone who I spoke to at their class.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Legend.
I remember seeing that video.
That's fine, guys. Been fun staying around. Bye, guys. Thanks for all your questions. Definitely tune in next week.
Do you like food?
I like food. Will you do travel vlogs?
Food.
Yes, I will do travel vlogs in the future if I go. Anyway, the stream's so delayed for us. Anyways, thanks for coming by the stream, guys. This has been the first episode. It's been the first episode of 16 by 9. Tune in next week, Tuesday, 6 o'clock, every single week.
Locations may change. We'll keep you updated.
We will keep you updated on what is going down. Peace.